the VAR in midweek took 3 minutes to come to that verdict. I just wonder whether the authorities have been on with an explanation, whether you're happy with it.
No, not to me. And I actually disagreed with Dermot Gallagher, who works for you as well. So I don't know how he saw it hit somebody's leg, but maybe they're seeing a screen that we've not. So I'm looking forward to seeing that picture which suggests it hits his leg.
Thank you, David. I just wondered if you had any early team news for us.
Aaron Creswell's back in training, started doing a bit of light training, so we'll have a look at that. I think after that, most of it's pretty much okay. Obviously, we'll get the bad news of Angelo Bonner, who had done his cruciate a few weeks ago, but I think in the main we're pretty close after that, pretty close to being everybody fit.
David, I think I'm right in saying you've got big derby experience all across Great Britain, Glasgow, Merseyside, Lancashire, Manchester, North East maybe as well. Did you play?
No, I didn't play against Newcastle when I was at Sunderland.
No, but you've had big ones.
Yes,
I just wonder where you think, with your experience managing West Ham against Chelsea, where does this rank? Is it a big one?
Yeah, it's incredibly big. I think some of the derbies when you're at Manchester United to a derby against Man City or probably more Liverpool is a really big game. But I've got to be honest and say none of them's bigger than the Glasgow derby. Glasgow derby is huge, and so that's the one which I would always think about and talk about. But overall, I don't know how many people actually see probably West Ham Chelsea. I see it as a London derby. We might have closer derbies as people would look at it, but overall it's another big game.
But even with your experience, this one excites you?
All the games you're playing the Champions League winners. Last week we played the Champions League finalists. This week we'll get the Champions League winners. So I said a few weeks ago, I really would like to test ourselves against the best. I want us to play the best teams to see how we do and where we think we're at. I think it's the only way to find out. And we're said at the start, can we challenge them? How well can we do against them? So we'll try and do that against Chelsea.
I just wondered, David, if you could tell us what the keys to success against Chelsea will be and how highly you rate the job that Thomas Tuchel has done in his first 11 months.
Well, the keys to success are very difficult, and if I knew them, I wouldn't actually say them on here, because then Thomas, I'm sure, would do something about it. But look, everybody's playing against Chelsea. They're finding how difficult it is. We've seen their quality in Europe against Juventus a few weeks ago as well. So it's very hard to find any weaknesses in their team. They've got a really strong squad, as everybody's aware. So difficult. I've got to say it's a tough game. And I've got to say the manager's done a really good job since he's come in. He's won trophies. He's been successful. And I think at a club like Chelsea, that's the requirement. You've got to come in and be competing around the top.
David, after 2 wonderful years, taking the club from relegation, facing relegation, and towards the relegation places, relegation fodder, relegation candidates, to 4th in the table. Is this potentially the perfect game to get back to winning ways against the table toppers?
Potentially, yeah. So I'm looking forward to it because I think it's a game I think we've played quite well in this game in recent seasons. We had a great win, probably one of the years where we were trying to stay up. I can't remember now where we are, but Jan Malenko scored the winner late on. Well, probably one of the goals in the games I'll always remember, because the 3 points at that time were vital. We needed to beat one of the teams near the top in the run-in. We've done so. And I actually think last year we played quite well. We got unlucky last year that we didn't get something out of the game. So, but let's not kid ourselves on. Chelsea are a top team and a team certainly in form as well.
Final one from me, David. Nice positive one again. Another positive stat like I gave you in midweek. With 5 goals and 5 assists, Mikel Antonio has been involved in 10 goals in his last 10 Premier League London derbies. And Antonio is the only West Ham player in Premier League history to register double figures for both goals, 11, and assists, 10, in London derby matches. With that stat behind him, is that the confidence that might just get Mikel firing back on all cylinders?
You've been up all night finding that one thing. but I've got to say, it sounds good to me. And I think when you're a centre forward, we can think of many who go through sort of barren spells and don't quite get the goals, and it's not getting in for them. I mean, Mick's been a little bit unlucky. He had a really good header the other night to keep him with a save from. So I think he needed to turn. But Mick's really important for us. He's a focal point for our team. We've needed him certainly over the last couple of years playing as a centre forward. We've missed him and we've not had him. So I'm hoping we can get him back into scoring ways and getting back to his top form.
Just a little bit of luck and a bit of confidence.
Sometimes I think all strikers would say, look, keep getting in and keep trying to get the chances. You'll miss some. I think they would. The forwards of old would have said the worst thing is when you're not making any chances or having any chances. So let's hope Mick continues to get a few chances.
Good update.
Cheers, Chris. We'll go to Zoom. Emma Saunders.
Hi, Emma.
Hi, David. Hi. You mentioned a few moments ago about when you last met back in April. You were just behind Chelsea in that race for top four at the time. I know you said after the game it was just about getting some kind of European football at that stage. I just wonder, 7 or 8 months on, as you prepare for this game this time round, is it pulling into focus just how much you want fourth spot this season, and specifically Champions League football this time?
Well, I said right at the start, Emma, I finished 2 points behind Chelsea in the league, and the challenge I've laid out to the players is to say, can you get those extra 2 points? Now, whether those extra 2 points are going to get us in the Champions League or not, I have no idea. But I've said, can we challenge the teams in the top four? So there's a lot of teams who are used to it being there, and I think for us even to make a fist of it's a good start. This time last year, we were probably still quite a bit down in the league, and we really only picked up in the second half of the season. So we've made a really good start to the season. The job now is to hang in there, keep with the teams, keep on to the shirt tails of the teams at the top, and see if we can have a right go at it come the end of the season. The players' mentality is that they want to be in the top four. I certainly do. We'll need to see if we can prove that come the end of the season.
In an interview that you've done with the club website in the last 24 hours or so, you talked about, not playing quite as well in the last couple of games recently and not having the cohesion against Brighton, which you have seen in other games. I just wonder, with a couple of days really to prepare for this one being a Saturday 12:30, in practice, what can you do with the players in that time to just try and improve that cohesion?
You don't have any time, to be honest, and with the programme we've got. But it'll be the same for all the Premier League managers at the moment. Certainly this week with 3 Premier League fixtures, it's very difficult then. And I think you've seen quite a lot of injuries as well this week from Premier League players, which is disappointing because it's the volume of games. We've tried to manage our players during the week, and certainly in the European games we've done it pretty well. But yeah, it's not an easy thing to get back. But we've played really well for long parts of the season. We really have, and it's always going to be the case. There'll be bits of the season where you have bits of dips. There might be injuries. We lost Angelo Iborra 2 weeks ago, and we've not quite got that bit totally sorted. We've lost Aaron Creswell, so injuries will play a part in all the clubs at different times. But look, we'll get back to it. I'm sure we will. We need to find a little bit better form with the ball and try and use the ball better than we have done in the last couple of games. So I'm hoping it's against Chelsea.
Just finally from me, I suppose on that note, I bet you're so thankful that this time round there won't be the COVID restrictions. You'll have the fans inside London Stadium, Saturday 12:30. I mean, you must be delighted and hope they can play their part.
I do, and they've done a great job for us. The support have been really great all season. Away from home and at home, the stadium's been rocking. So, but I actually think it should be because of the way the players have performed. The players have done great things, and even the other night where we were disappointed to draw, the amount of attempts at goal we had, and hit the other side of the bar, one headed off the line in the last minute. So we had a lot of goal-mouth action. So hope we can keep the chances up, and let's hope that we can convert a few more.
All right, thanks for your time. Good luck.
Thanks, Emma.
Thanks, Emma. Nigel?
Hello, David.
Hi, Nigel.
I just want to follow up perhaps the question that Emma asked. A few days ago, Thomas Tuchel was talking about how rest and recuperation is absolutely central to this sort of busy period. How has the attitude or the science changed towards that since you started in management?
Well, first of all, rest and recuperation is really important. I think when you've been brought up in the lower leagues in England and playing every Saturday, Wednesday, I'm quite used to the games and quite used to the way we play in this country, and I see it as part of the job. I see it as part of our DNA over here, that we have a lot of games and you have to try and get yourself out again and ready to play. And as a manager, I have to try and get the players prepared the best I can for the next game. It's been good that we've had the European football, because it's given me a chance to sort of get the players a little bit prepared for Thursday, Sundays. But this week's been a tough week. We played Sunday, we played Wednesday, now we'll get Saturday. So we'll get 3 games in 6 days, really, if you look at it that way. And 2 of them are against the Champions League finalists. So it makes it a tough week for us. But no, I think we're going to try and take it on. But we're doing all we can to try and get the players in the best condition and keep them right. The best thing is the players are really good. Their mentality is very good, and they're all getting ready to play again.
Just a slightly different question, a slightly different subject. The Premier League are talking about ending parachute payments. Do you think that will make the Championship more competitive?
This is a little bit. I need a bit more thinking time, Nigel, about that, because I didn't expect the question. But I was trying to get an answer to it. Is I would say that I think the parachute payments are something which should be looked at, because it may be an advantage to the teams who are coming down, that they get a chance to come back up. But I could also look at it another way and say they've earned the right to get parachute payments because of getting into the Premier League in the first place. So there is different ways to look at it. My Preston North End side just missed out on getting promoted years ago, and it would have been hugely important for them if they could get up. And since then, we've never really, Preston have never been able to get there. So I do see it as an important issue, and I think it's something that should be looked at. But I think there is a couple of different sides to the argument, Nigel, which the clubs who are coming down are full of big wages or bigger wages, and how do you suddenly change those wages back to Championship money with not getting the parachute payments to help it out? So I think there's a lot of other issues, not just it sounds an easy thing to say, yes, let's get rid of it, but I generally don't think it is an easy situation just now.
Thank you, David. Thank you very much.
Cameras off, please. Yeah.